maybe now would be a great time to go on ahead and put in another update. So today, it's April 5th, and here on this very date, I'd like to simply go on ahead and project another little point of view of mine on the whole NCOV drama. Nearly 70,000 recorded deaths have been made worldwide, and that should be regarded as a lot of deaths. Even with the many comparisons made towards things like homicide or alcohol or drug abuse or the many other things that have taken place, it's my honor to simply bring about the facts. That even though many of them trump NCOV's death count by far, it's still safe to say that a pandemic like this is really sweeping this entire planet. And it's sweeping very fast. It's only a matter of time before any more of us end up getting infected here in the state, even though the number is just above 60. But by now, it should be duly noted that we can never truly estimate the power of the virus itself. There's always a chance that it can end up mutating at one point, as if someone's playing Plague Incorporated on us. And yeah, I kind of just had to go down that route with somebody and not just something. But that theory aside, I feel like that by now, anyone should really get to know that the virus itself is no laughing matter, nor is it something to joke about. I feel the same way about 9/11 or about the many things that can surround high death counts like this. And the fact is that 9/11, its death count compared to NCOV's worldwide death count, 9/11 had only 2,996 total recorded deaths that occurred across both American Airlines flights and United Airlines flights, as well as the victims that were trapped in the World Trade Center, as well as the Pentagon and otherwise. But other than that, the NCOV death count is 23 times that amount. 23 times. That's a massive number of people whose lives have been lost. And at this point, it's beyond appropriate for me to go ahead and point out the facts that continue to really haunt us. Many of us could just be carriers of the virus itself before it truly wreaks havoc on our own bodies. And I feel that by now, I was hoping that someday like this would never come. Even though I'm not actually tested for NCOV, it's only a matter of time before it actually turns up within me. And so I'll leave you with the many things out there that can possibly be disclosed about the virus and the many things out there that it can possibly do if I ever get infected. If I ever ended up dying because of this, there was always a chance that something wrong could happen to Kaiji Force Neo. Since I'm not really experiencing any symptoms at the moment, I still want to point out that I am going to arrange having a soul hair take over this channel, my Twitter, every social media account ever associated with the business itself. A 15-year-old business like this that has been managed by me for all this time certainly does not need to have such a brutal and dramatic ending, brought on upon all because of a simple pandemic that's been going on. So that's why I've arranged to have a few candidates line themselves up and show me with what they could possibly do. But of course, when the pandemic is all over, and I somehow end up surviving, I'll of course be back in business, way longer than ever. Although I can truly mention that all this time that's passed, I was really able to put up a lot of content. I was able to record tons of episodes and put together tons of episodes. And as a matter of fact, I am very close to finishing GWK Facecam Specials and Surgeons. And I've also gotten a lot of Hot Wheels Hilarity episodes done. And not to mention, there's also going to be a few more Nerf Secret Revealed side stories that'll pretty much come back, because I honestly won't be doing much more Nerf Secret Revealed episode production just to be safe, because the most part is that I'm most likely going to be heading back outside onto the deck where I've usually been at, especially through seasons 6 and 7, because it was around those times where I made the ultimate decision to go through with a breakthrough of a reformatting of the entire series and just starting with a clean slate. And that was the spot that caught my eye and my ears, and that was where I saw potential for a new beginning in Nerf Secret Revealed history. But seeing as the series itself will be months away before it comes to a complete total end, I would just like to point out that the production for Nerf Secret Revealed Bolts of Intrigue Part 2 will still continue going as planned. I'm going to arrange to have the filming done by other professionals, and I'm also going to have a few other people help me out in assistance with the production itself. They'll all be quoted, and they'll all be, well, credited for the production of this part itself. And eventually, at a time where I'm able to put parts 1 and 2 together to create a full-length feature film that I've truly been going for all this time, then of course, it'll be an official full-length feature film. And even though I pretty much had a lot of missed opportunities here and there, it's finally about time that I have myself an opportunity to be able to take over and initiate the sequence itself. It's only a matter of time before this NCOV drama eventually starts to let up a bit, and eventually the viral infections are going to slow down, thus allowing more human life to flourish, and eventually businesses are going to open back up, and then we're eventually going to be seeing a lot more things going down. So right there is what you need to know. 2 months from now, I am actually hoping to have a lot more things done here and there, but currently I'm not really seeing a lot going on. So right now, here on April 5th, 2020, this is a time where we had never come across anything like this. Anything that's this brutal or this severe, the fact that it can cause lots of deaths like this in just a few months. I mean, time sure does fly, but the fact is that it's taken away that many lives all of this time. 3 months and that many deaths have come about. It's not like what happened in 9/11, where there were just a few hours and yet nearly 3,000 deaths have been caused. But this is a much more serious point of view upon it. And so, right now, I feel like that I might as well just go ahead and move on with my life here. Not with my YouTube channel, but I'll let you guys know along the way. This is Jay Nowak of Kaiju Force Neo. A little something that's been striving to become better than Google someday. Signing off.